G'day again guys, and Happy New Year to you all. Now, I'm not one for making resolutions. I know perfectly well that I'm not about to start going to the gym, and I'm certainly not going to be saving money anytime soon. But with the new year, I thought it would be a good idea to have a little bit of a look back at the progress that I've made with my art last year and set a few goals for the upcoming year. Just quickly, the sketch that I'm doing in the background is on the Canson mi-tients paper, and I'm just quickly using my prismacolors and blending them out in a really sketchy manner. The reference photo from this came from the beautiful Afshan CK Arts, and I'll link her channel down below. Now, art is a little bit of a funny thing. No matter what level you're at, whether you're just beginning or you're a renowned master, you're always learning and growing. But sometimes it just doesn't feel like it, and progress feels slow or non-existent. So I think at milestones like this, it's a really good idea to take a moment and compare your work. See what you're doing this year compared to last, and have a look to see where you've grown and how far you've come. This year was a really big one for me. It really was a year of pushing my own limits and expectations. Artistically, my favourite pieces this year have all turned out to be pieces where I experimented with new mediums and new techniques. Now, when I first picked up the colour pencils 4 or so years ago, I thought I wanted to create really hyper-realistic artworks. My goal was to make perfect images. But over this past year, I've found that this goalpost is shifting a little bit, and I'm having much more fun allowing myself to play with these images, to exaggerate colours and textures. I don't want to just copy an image. I want to make an image that shows you what it was that inspired me to draw it. Hopefully that makes sense and I'm not just sounding like some artsy tosser. Yes, well, I'm trying to convey us. No, there's none of that. I just want you to be able to see what it is that I'm seeing in a piece. And when I look over the pieces that I created over 2018, I think I'm starting to achieve that. Playing with some new mediums like the ink tints and the pan pastel is really opening up some new ideas for me and getting me a little bit closer to that goal of loosening up and being more expressive with my work. And I'm really looking forward to what I'll be making with them in the coming year. I also achieved some more practical goals during this year. In May, I participated in a community event where I sold my art from a market stall. Standing out there in front of my art while the public commented and questioned was a fantastic experience, and I got to make some money too. I'm very much looking forward to participating in more events like this over the coming year. I was also invited to hang some of my work at a local gallery, and seeing some of my art on the wall next to so many other amazing local artists has just been It's been really exciting, and it's something that I'm really proud of. I can't say I honestly ever expected to see that. The most terrifying thing I have done this year was to open up a Patreon page. Now, I am so thankful to all of you who have supported me over the past year. I've learned a lot about my own artwork by talking through it in real time with you guys, but I do feel a really great weight of responsibility to give you guys value for money. So to all of you who have made suggestions and asked questions, I am extremely grateful, and I'm looking forward to growing and learning with you guys on Patreon. So what are my goals for 2019? Well, artistically, I don't know. I just want to keep experimenting with new techniques and sharing those things with you guys. For my YouTube channel in 2019, I really want to make more videos. Creating these videos is like a whole nother art form with its own learning involved. I know most advice is to set a schedule for my videos, but I really don't want to go down that path and rush my artwork to suit a schedule. But I definitely want to make more videos than last year. I also want to vary things up a little bit. I'd like to try and experiment maybe with some vlogging. We'll see how that goes. I also want to experiment and see if my internet will be able to handle some live streaming. I think that'd be really fun. If you have any suggestions for things that you might like to see from my channel, then please leave a comment and I'll put it down in my big book of ideas. Well, I think that's about it. Hopefully that's not too much self-indulgent waffling. I do know that many of my viewers are artists too, so I would love to hear from you guys. What did you learn this past year? Did you learn something new? Did you reach your own goals? And what do you want to do in the next year? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear where you are in your journey. I hope you've enjoyed this. The next year should be really exciting. I hope you subscribe and join me on the ride. And until next time, thank you so much for watching.